Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mom Loves It channel. So, anyways, my channel is 2 subscribers away from reaching the 100 mark. So, maybe my videos might make it there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just wanted to talk about the end of the year here. You look back at either just this year or your life. To myself, I like to look back at my life and say where I was, what I've achieved, all these different things that come up in mind. But I think to myself is like people are so quick to judge and ridicule and put people down based upon their past. But do they ever think about anything that other than that? Besides, I mean, are they that self-centered where the only thing that they're going to make them feel good is by putting somebody else down and trying to make them look bad? And then there's some other people saying 70% of the time the people that talk this way have something to hide about themselves. They've done something bad in their life, and they're trying to take the focus off themselves by pointing fingers and putting other people down, so they won't concentrate on their life. They'll concentrate on who they're accusing these malicious words and lies about whatever has been done. And most of the times, these so-called rumors are untrue. And if they were true, how long ago did this so-called bad thing happen? Because I had somebody come at me one time and brought something up from my past that I have done 26 years ago in my life. No, I went to prison, served my time, paid my debt to society, and I got back home and had to deal with the community and all that crap. But people let things go and other people don't let things go, but that's just life, right? My only opinion is to people is like, what have you done to make this place a better world today? What have you done for humanity or your community or anything like that? So like I generally don't try not to brag about it on a daily basis or make a habit of bragging about it at all, but I will bring it up from time to time here and there. So people don't know, like I've been an outreach worker from the age of 19 until now because I'm 51 years old. So you do the math on that. That's like 32 years of my life. I've been a frontline worker with $0 to show for it because I haven't got paid for doing this work. I did acquire on some money on it in the past, but it went nowhere. I got denied, and it didn't discourage me. I kept doing what I wanted to do, and also during this time too, though, I also been working with the homeless people in my community for almost the same amount of years. Um, Basically, what I do with them is like I help them set up their camps or shelters, or help relocate them, or maybe be a bodyguard and sit there while they sleep and make sure nobody tries to rob them while they're sleeping. So um, I can't mention the ones that I've done this for whoever they are, because they never gave me permission to use their name on social media. But yeah, there's quite a few out there that are grateful for me being around them and helping them in small ways that I can help them. I'm not a rich man, but I try to help out the best of my ability, whether it's just like one meal or a blanket or a jacket or something, or I don't know, whatever I can spare, I try to help them out with. But if more people were like me in society, I think we'd probably um, the homeless people would feel a lot better in life, because there'd be more, if there's more people involved to lighten the load for their lives to feel a bit better, then I think things will be better in life. Some people make up excuses. Well, they're not my family, they're not my friends, so why should I help them? But the way I see it is the good Lord is watching all our actions that we do on this life. And if we're not doing anything for our fellow human beings, who would and who will. So, like, does it make you more of a human or less of a human to do nothing for them? Like, sometimes it doesn't require money. Sometimes it could be just you being there in their presence and talking to them. Like, just there's a lot of ways you can help out besides figure something out. If you want to get involved, get involved. If you don't want to get involved, that's your choice. I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything in their life. As I do get some negative remarks from the people uh, asking me why I talk to these people and hang out with these people and all that stuff. I just say to them, you know what? They're a human being just like anybody else on this planet, and so whatever, they're in the bottom of the gutter of life, and nobody loves them. You know what? It's not about that. They're still a human being. They still they deserve respect and care and love just like anybody else on this planet. But if you can't see it in your heart to have any compassion or love or care for them, then you choose to live that way. But um, that's just the way I see it. There's no complication involved in it. The concept is simple. So don't try to make a simple thing a complicated thing. That's the way I see it. I don't know if it's making any sense. This is just what I've been thinking about near the end of the year. I'm just trying to end this year in a positive note. I don't want to hear no rumors or negative vibes coming from people, and I've been fed up with people living like that around me, and pointing fingers at me and talking about old stuff from the past. It gets a little boring and a little stale, and then they kind of wonder why I sometimes choose to be around people that are not of my family. And I have very little friends left in my life, but they're too busy to even hang out with me or talk to me anymore. But I still consider them my friend because I've known some of them since they were a baby and stuff. So, but anyways, point being is, this is just what I'm reviewing in my mind and then inside me, about my life. And how do you evaluate your life? Do you see it in a short aspect or a long aspect? Where you're at from where you were and where you are today. So yeah, I just want this year to end in a good note and then start off next year the same way in a good note. So tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me some messages or comments or whatever. Tell me what you have evaluate or maybe set any goals for next year. I think I'm just gonna devote myself to keeping my fans entertained by bringing up some philosophical ideas of what's going on in my environment or what's going on with myself. Um, as people know, I'm in bad health conditions right now. I'm out of shape and I have a bad heart condition I haven't got fixed yet. So I'm waiting for the doctors to phone me or email me or something, let me know when they plan on doing that. So it's kind of a scary thing to go through because they're gonna crack my chest open like an egg and pull my heart out. And well, they say your heart is the same size as your fist. I got a fairly big fist, so um, I'd say that I have a big heart. So anyways, it's got to be repaired. I got some clogged arteries in there. One of them's 100% clogged, and then some of them are like 70% clogged, and then 50 and 60%. So basically, I am only running on less than 40% of a heart right now, and 61% is like uh, bad in bad condition right now. So it's probably explains why some of my energy levels are low, and I think because I'm getting so stressed out about my well-being, my sleeping patterns getting messed up because I'm thinking about my life and overthinking about my life. So if your mind can't be at ease at nighttime, you'll have a tough time sleeping because you're stressing yourself out about your heart and your health and your all I could do is go on bike rides every day. Well, try to get out every day, given the fact that weather is good, because I don't generally like going out in the rain and getting myself all wet and sick and all that. So yeah, sorry for the extended video, but I just wanted to see what's on my mind about what's going on with the end of this year and the stuff I've been involved with in my life that I wanted to elaborate on, and kind of like, looking at my life compared to somebody else's life, and like, who do you know in your life would devote that many years as a frontline worker with like zero money to show for doing the work, probably nobody that you would know would probably do that. I think the way I see it is like I'm like one of a kind. But then again, there's probably other people out there too that do volunteer work. And they probably did it for a long time too in their life. And but yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd share what's going on to me. I hope it makes some sense to some of the viewers. And if you know anybody like me, just maybe get them to send me a message or something on my channel here. I greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching my channel and supporting me. Um, I'll do what I can to try to make my channel more interested. I'm gonna talk to the people I worked with in the community and see. I want to get their personal input about what they think about me doing this type of work with them and stuff. So that way the viewers can get a chance to see what they look like and then get an understanding between them and me. And it's going to be raw footage. There's going to be no editing or nothing like that. It's just going to be me and them. So I'm going to ask them first for permission to film them before I just film them, because it's politically right to ask permission. You don't just go film somebody without having permission. So that's the way I see it. Anyways, have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys next time.